so we're here for the follow-up, so we'll see what he says.
My perception of his thoughts is that this girl is doing nothing and she doesn't want to improve and she doesn't want to get better, and she doesn't have any muscle and she's not doing anything. I'm currently icing my knee.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so obviously I haven't even done my hair at all since taking a shower. I need to comb it and whatever, but I just wanted to say that I have a doctor's appointment today, and this morning I have been walking for the first time really without crutches, which is exciting. I took one crutch into the bathroom with me, but I walked there without using it, and I walked back without using it, and it feels fine. So I'm gonna take a crutch today, just because there's more walking, obviously, at the hospital. Don't know how I feel because I haven't tried to walk that far or anything. And we'll see what he says. Hopefully I can get this stuff off of my knee. I don't have the splint on it anymore either. We took that off last night. So yeah, hopefully I can start truly progressing from here on out and spending a lot less time on the bed and a lot more time moving and doing things. That would be ideal. That would be great.
I know it's really loud. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm back at the hospital again, which is crazy. It's been a week and 2 days since my surgery day. That's a very loud bite. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so we're here for the follow-up, so we'll see what he says. I am sort of on crutches still, sort of not, so I don't know if you can see that very well, but that is what my knee looks like currently.
Hey, so sorry for the angle or whatever. I'm just putting this on the couch because I have less mobility than I used to and I don't really know where else to put it. So it's Friday. I am just popping on to give a little update. So I had a doctor's appointment today. Honestly, I didn't even think about filming anything, even like B-roll or literally anything. I don't know, it's kind of hectic and I was thinking about other things, so I totally forgot. It's fine. I've gotten B-roll before and I'm not supposed to film in there anyway. And even like this morning before I went, usually I like take some B-roll and stuff. Wasn't thinking about that, so it's fine. Anyway, so we were thinking, how do I start this? I'm trying to figure out like where to start telling this story. Think here. So ever since, well, even throughout surgery, the whole process, being in the hospital, everything, I have been talking to my PT because obviously I'm friends with her and we're friends on Facebook, of course, and I just want to make sure I'm doing it right and doing things well, and like we've been talking very consistently. And then like obviously that continued when I went home, like not every day, but just like catching her up, and so she knows kind of where I'm at, what I'm doing, asking for advice, me asking her for advice and stuff like that, for, you know, what I should be doing right now and what my priorities should be, what my movement should look like, all of that. So I've been talking to her fairly often, pretty often, like not every day, but like close to it. And that's been great. So one of the first things she told me is to try to work towards walking on one crutch by Tuesday of this week. So she told me that last Friday, I think, so a week ago today. And I was like, okay, I will try to work towards that. And she said not to worry about movement too much as far as like walking a lot at that time. And she told me to work on quad squeezes for muscle and also ankle movements. She said alphabets, but the doctors were saying just like up and down. So kind of did a mix of that. So anyway, that was like last week. And then I have been working towards basically going on one crutch. And up until yesterday, that didn't really seem possible. Like I was starting to feel better, I would say, on Wednesday. But I went to ICS, which is the school that King plays volleyball at, and that was pretty rough because I had to walk all the way down, had to go through some different ramps and staircases and stuff. And I was really tired by the end of it.
I didn't want to like do too much because I know from experience now that if I do too much, then there's a lot of pain the next day or maybe even the night, and I wanted sleep. But it didn't really affect my sleep. I think it was fine. It was just a lot, I feel like. Also, side note, I totally need to shave, but like, how are you supposed to shave with your leg like this? Anyway, random side note, you can't. What was I saying? So yeah, anyway, that's kind of leading up to today, I guess. Then last night, King was like, why don't we just take your splint off? And maybe you should just go without the splint on and just one crutch to show him that you're doing a lot of stuff, basically. Because, side note, like backstory, I guess, literally since like day one of when I started seeing him after my injury, he wanted like literally perfection, and I was never doing enough to make him happy. I never reached his expectations. I think my perception of his thoughts is that this girl is doing nothing and she doesn't want to improve and she doesn't want to get better, and she doesn't have any muscle and she's not doing anything. Pretty sure that's pretty accurate. So that was like the whole thing. And like he wanted perfection, like regardless, like there was a hell of a lot of pain, like way more than there is now. And a lot of other things, like I was obviously on basically bed rest for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think it was like 3 weeks. And that's like using crutches occasionally, but like not put my foot on the ground. And that was hard to get back from that. So anyway, that's the backstory if you missed some of my videos, or if I didn't say that very clearly before. So that's what we did. Going back to what my husband said about taking the splint off and going with one crutch. We're like, yeah, that's fine. And this morning I actually felt pretty good. Like I felt fine walking around on one crutch. And I was like, yeah, I can do it. No problem. Okay, so I go into the hospital today. He was not happy with me. Again, it's fine. I'm used to it now. No, he was not happy. He was like, where's your splint? I was like, it's right there, like pointing to the bag that it was in. And he was like, I was gonna take it off for you today. It's like, okay, well, it's already off, so I did your job for you. And then he was like, where are your crutches? And I was like, the one that I have. And like I pointed to it. He's like, you saw me come in on one crutch. Anyway, he was not happy. He said like 3 or probably like 5 times, you need to be walking on 2 crutches and only putting 80% of weight on your bad leg and blah blah blah, like all this stuff. And yeah, he said it so many times. I was like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else. Like then he sent me up to go see the PT in the hospital, and I like really didn't want to, but I was like, fine, whatever. I'll just go see what they say, see what exercises they give me, see if I can ask them about crutches and how much weight and stuff. But everything they said was the same as the doctor. I don't know if they just like follow what he says, because I think they like wrote some stuff on the chart. I'm pretty sure he wrote like that stuff on the chart. Or I just don't know. But anyway, they were basically like, yeah, 2 crutches, 80% of your weight is fine. And then she showed me a few exercises that I've done in the past. I have not been doing them this time because obviously I haven't known to do them yet, except for the quad squeezes and the ankle movements. I have been doing those because the doctor told me to do that, and that's all they told me in the hospital before I left. Sorry, this is turning out to be way too long, but I wanted to update you. Very frustrated, just like really quickly at the doctor. I've always been frustrated, as I'm sure I have come on here like probably crying so many times. I don't even remember, but yeah, he made me cry like every time. Oh, also, he did make me cry today, but because of pain. So he had me get up on the bed, and then he literally took both hands and just like, I'll show you with my good leg, pressed against my knee so that I could reach full extension, like really hard. And he held it that way for, I want to say, at least a minute. And I have not been doing that many extension exercises yet because I was not really told to do that yet. I was kind of like waiting to see what to do. So anyway, yes, I need to work on extension. I understand that. And I knew that already, but I haven't like been working on that because I was told to do 2 exercises and that's what I've been doing. So anyway, I literally was crying, and I don't cry like for physical pain. Like I do not cry unless it's really bad. So that happened. That was fun. Anyway, wanted to say that. Jumping back, I was talking about something else and I forget what it is now. Oh, I am just really frustrated because it felt like after my injury, he was like, do this and do this and do that, and you're not doing good enough and you suck. And like that's the feeling I get. And like I was never doing enough ever to impress him. Not even impress, but like for him to be okay with it. Like way under impress. Yeah, never did enough. And I was like, I'm literally working my ass off in PT by myself as well during the week. Like I am trying super hard, by the way, like really, really hard. So I could never do enough. So then this time I was like, okay, I am feeling a lot better than I did after my injury. And like they fixed the problem, right? So I'm going to show him that I can do it and I'm feeling pretty good. And it's not too bad and whatever. Yeah, he was not happy with that about that. But anyway, it's just frustrating, and I know this clip has been way too long, so I apologize, but I wanted to make sure that I put this in here because I think it's important, and that this is my first doctor's appointment since the surgery. So I actually have to go back next week, which is annoying. I was really hoping it would be much longer than that, but they like re-bandaged my leg, so they have to check it next week, and I'm hoping they won't have to bandage it again. That's what it sounds like, because they say he said 1 more week, keep it dry. So yay, a whole nother week of showers that are not great because I have to keep my leg dry. So another week of that, and then hopefully after that there won't be bandages on it anymore, so I can take showers normally and things will be a little bit better. So anyway, yeah, this has been too long, so I'm going to stop here, but that is the update from the first doctor's appointment post surgery. Hey guys, good morning. It is now Tuesday, something in March. While it is related to my Road to Recovery series for my knee, it is also something I wanted to kind of separate out and do a little bit different. So I actually wrote out, I guess I will actually show this to you kind of as the different phases go by, or I'll put the phase on the screen or something like that. We are in phase 1 of what I'm calling my new recovery program, I guess. So I just have these different phases, or kind of like different goals of things to reach. And so right now I'm in phase 1. Phase 1 should go by super quickly because phase 2 is restart physical therapy. And I'm actually starting that tonight. So phase 1 is what I'm currently in right now. So this is follow instructions to get back on my feet without assistance and no splint and start bending my knee again. So kind of doing phase 1 right now, and I have been. So that being said, I'm going to backtrack, rewind a few days, and any day, I guess, since my surgery that I filmed, which has not been a lot, to be honest. It's been kind of off and on. It's been very spotty, but I've been doing what I can. Last week I did not feel very good, so I did not film that much. So anyway, I'm going to rewind and go from my surgery up until now, right here.
So I've been on surgery for a while. Sorry, this is how I talk right now. I have no energy.
If I had a girl like Emily, if I had a girl like Emily, I'd smile all the time.
I just wanted to give a quick knee update. Okay, so now that you are all caught up to speed, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update, kind of where I'm at right now.
with my knee and with movement and all of that kind of stuff. So I believe I did talk about my doctor's appointment a little bit, so I'm not going to go into all of that. Right now, I'm currently trying to keep my leg as straight as possible. So I'm working on extension as hard as I can because it's not fully straight. The splint they gave me was crap and it didn't even keep my leg fully straight to begin with, which is very frustrating because apparently that's like the biggest thing. So right now I'm working a lot on extension. It has gotten better, I would say, for sure. So we went to the doctor on Friday, I believe, and then Saturday, Sunday, and then yesterday, Monday, I've been working really, really hard on extension every single day, multiple times a day. I've been working on that. I've also been working on moving my foot up and down. I can actually show you some of these things in a little bit here. Sort of PT, sort of not. I mean, I guess it is, but anyway, I've been working on my ankle, moving that up and down because that's really good for my muscle, especially my calf, I believe. I know I've lost a lot of calf muscle though. It's really sad because it's quite sore, which is not great. I'm trying to keep as much muscle here as I can, okay? I've already gone through the whole muscle loss thing and I don't want to do it again. It sucks. And then I've also been trying to work on quad strength as well. I know I've lost muscle there as well, which sucks again because I've worked so hard, literally so hard to build that back up from zero because that's what I had before. So anyway, I'm trying to like squeeze my quad a lot, doing like leg extensions, just body weight is also a thing with quad muscle. So that's what I've been working on. It's been okay. It's been painful, I would say, like the past few days, the day after the hospital, because my stupid doctor hurt like really bad. I was working pretty hard on extension and stuff as well, but the next day didn't hurt nearly as bad. So I'm like 100% sure it's because my doctor was stupid, per usual. Anyway, that's what I'm working on. That's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I have PT tonight, so I guess that means I'm kind of moving into my phase 2. So the first couple phases will be quite quick. It won't have that much to talk about, that many things to work on. I want to say, yeah, starting phase 3, it gets a lot more difficult. So I don't really know timing wise, like phase 3, I'll probably be in phase 3 for a good long time. I don't even know how long to say. And then after phase 3, it's a lot more like getting back to normal athletic living, normal life, like agility work, jumping work, getting to more exciting types of training, working on conditioning again because it's been so long. And I'm really excited for that, actually. I'm like really excited. And just hitting different goals that I've been wanting to hit for a long time, but not been able to for different reasons. And obviously because my knee has been a big one and mental health has been the main one for a couple years now, which is another whole thing. So that's the update I wanted to give today. I know it's kind of long, sorry, but I just wanted to go over the phases and give you a life update, I guess, or not really life update, but knee update. That is kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not sure about PT. I'm not sure if I'll film, to be honest. I just do I know how to speak? I don't think so. I just found out that my PT is actually coming to my place tonight, which is really good. I'm happy I don't have to go somewhere else. And so we're gonna go down to the gym though and do some stuff, but I don't think I can really film because I'll be by myself because King's playing volleyball tonight. And yeah, I'll be by myself. So yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, but I'll try to recap it as we go, and that will be in phase 2 technically. So thank you so much for watching this little clip, and we'll see where this vlog takes us. I don't really know at this point, so I apologize for that, but I'm just gonna try and vlog my life as best as I can with all the recovery stuff that I'm doing right now and trying to figure out exactly everything that's going on. It's kind of hard to plan like a story or plan what I'm doing when it's just literally my life that I'm planning out, or not planning out. I don't know what the heck the plan is. There's no plan. But yeah, that I'm just like filming daily. So that's it for now. 13 days post-op.
If I had a girl like Emily, if I was the boy to make her laugh, if I was the boy to make her laugh, I'd cherish every moment, Lord, I'd take a photograph. If I was the boat, make her laugh. If I was the one she called a night. If I was the one she called a night. We'd talk for hours and hours until the morning light. I was the one she called a night. If I had a girl.
Okay, sorry for the lighting. I'm headed out. Simone is here. My PT is here at my building, so I have to go for PT. I'm not filming it, but I will try to update you guys later. Okay, I know it's super dark. I apologize. I'm watching Heartland. I've watched it several times, but I like it. So anyway, wanted to quickly give you an update. I'm currently icing my knee, which feels really good. So I just had like a super quick session. It was a little less than half an hour, I think, maybe around half an hour, something like that. It went pretty well. She said that my range of motion was better than expected, which is always good to hear. Obviously it's not perfect, and that's what I'm working on right now. Not perfect, but range of motion being, well, I guess kind of perfect because it just needs to be normal. But yeah, so it was very good. And she told me to come up with some goals that I can start to reach here so that we can kind of reverse engineer it and figure it out together. So that's exciting. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to update you on. It was pretty good. We actually stayed outside because we didn't really need any equipment, so that actually worked, so it wasn't like crowded or whatever. So yeah, sorry it's really dark. I just wanted to quickly give you an update because that was my first PT session back after surgery, which is kind of wild. And also, I guess this means I'm in phase 2. This morning I was vlogging and I was in phase 1, but technically now I've started PT again, so I am in phase 2 at the moment, and I don't really know when I'll get to go to phase 3. Really, I think I might stay in phase 2 for a little bit. I stay in phase 2 like for myself. That's just something that I need to know. It doesn't really matter like what phase I'm in, but it kind of helps me. It's kind of like goal setting in a way as well. So yeah, I just need to come up with some goals. But right now, like I said, icing my knee. Feels really nice. I'm just relaxing. I'm really tired. So I had a busy day. Well, sort of. I had a busy morning with Globish work, and then I was just like dead. I think part of it's the vaccine, the booster shot, and part of it's just being on crutches and trying to do everything myself. It's very hard, especially in a small space. So that's a little update. Not much happened. It would have been easy enough to film actually because we were on this like big thing outside, but it's fine. I can't film everything. I don't need to film everything. So that's the tea or the update that I have for you guys today.
Like Emily. If I had a girl like Emily, I'd smile all the time and be as happy as could be. If I had